The House will come to order. All members will take their seats. Guests, please clear the aisles. The clerk will unlock the machine and take the roll. Members will record their presence by pressing the green button. All rise for the invocation to be delivered by Representative Abney, who will also lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. Representative Abney.
Dear Lord, in honor of the ultimate sacrifice Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. paid, America set aside a day to honor his memory. Let us pause to remember that his often quoted "Free at last, free at last," was addressed not just to Black Americans, but to people of all faiths, colors, and persuasions. He recognized that America needed liberation from all our past myopic customs and habits, and that until we liberate ourselves from them, we would not be truly free as a people and a nation. Let us honor his legacy, not just one day a year, but let us strive every day to reach the dream that he had for all Americans. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Is there objection to the approval of the journal of the previous day? Hearing none, so ordered. The next order of business is communications. Clerk, please read.
Representative Joy Hearn is out of town and unable to attend session today and tomorrow, January 20th and January 21st, 2015. Representative Tansey is unable to attend session today, Tuesday, January 20th, 2015, due to illness. And Representative David Coughlin will be unable to attend session for 2 weeks, beginning today, January 20th, 2015, due to a medical issue.
Thank you, Clerk. Next order of business is new business. Any new business? Representative Williams, Representative Ruggiero, Chairwoman Serpa, Representative Amori, Representative Mello, Representative Casey, Representative McLaughlin, Chairman Shekarchi. Any other new business? Leader DeSimone with new business. Any other new business? Representative Hull with new business. We can come back to new business later. We do not have a calendar. Announcements and introductions.
You just say introduction.
Representative McKiernan. Proceed.
I'd like to introduce Joe Policina Jr., who is a great guy and a good friend and helped immensely on my campaign. He's here in the chamber with us. His father is the mayor of Johnston.
Joe, welcome to the chamber. Your dad does a great job in Johnston. He's a good friend. Tell him I said hello. Representative Morin.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, I rise in recognition of a close friend of mine, a colleague on this House floor, and also a colleague within the Woonsocket Fire Department. As many of you may know, yesterday there was a 3-alarm fire in Woonsocket. It displaced 13 people. As firefighters, we often see people in their worst of times where they lose every belonging possible. Well, I would like to announce and let everybody know that Representative Casey made a positive difference in somebody's life yesterday by rescuing the family pet. And I can't tell you and express to you the look of joy and tears of joy that this person had when they thought their pet had perished. But Representative Casey was able to save the pet. So congratulations, Rep. Casey.
Representative Casey, congratulations, and we certainly expect no less from you. But from an animal lover, thank you for the difference you made in that family. I saw the pictures. It wasn't an easy act saving that cat. The pictures that I saw, you were covered in smoke and soot, and it looked like you went into a difficult situation. But I know you made a tremendous difference in someone's life by saving a loved one of the family. So I thank you for that, and I ask us all to remember those sacrifices, not only when we're applauding Representative Casey and other firefighters, but when we consider policies that affect public safety. So thank you, Representative. Representative Ruggiero.
Thank you, Speaker. Request for adjournment, please.
Proceed.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the House. I ask that we adjourn today in the memory and the great work of Sister Ann Keefe. She was a tireless champion for social justice, helping the poor, promoting equality. And anyone who knew Sister Ann certainly can recall her energy and her zest for life and that quick Irish wit that she had. I first met her when I interviewed her on my show, Amazing Women, and she was amazing. Over the past 30 years here in Rhode Island, she's helped establish the Institute for the Study and Practice of Nonviolence, Providence City Arts for the Youth, and AIDS Care Ocean State. I mean, when Sister Ann asked you to do something, you just couldn't say no. So she passed away, as many read, Sunday, after battling brain cancer at the age of 62, way too young. I ask that we keep Sister Ann in our thoughts and prayers, and I know her work will live on forever. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Representative. We certainly will. Representative Chippendale.
Speaker, an adjournment, please.
Proceed.
Colleagues, I ask that today we adjourn in the memory of a woman named Carol Healy. Carol was not just a constituent of mine, but Carol was a great friend. Her husband, Bill, and she were always there to support me, not just because we are Republicans, but because they loved being involved with the process and making a difference in Gloucester. Unfortunately, Carol suffered terribly with Alzheimer's disease and passed away far too young in her 50s the night before last. And for my good friend Bill, it's obviously a very devastating loss for him. He's himself suffering tremendously from this loss, as are everyone who knew Carol and knew what type of a person she was, because she really was, in the truest sense of the word, the type of a person who would take her shirt off of her back for you. And we all are hurting for the loss of Carol, and I ask that we respectfully adjourn in her memory today, Mr. Speaker.
We certainly will,
Thank you.
Representative. Thank you. Representative Casey.
Thank you, Speaker. I'd just like to thank Representative Moran for recognizing me, but I do want to let you all know that this, like anything else we do in life, that was a complete team effort. We had a very destructive fire yesterday morning, and there was a team of 6 of us that actually went up to try and access that apartment. We actually couldn't get into the apartment until about an hour after, or an hour and a half after the fire had started. It was so intense. And we were just lucky that the cat was alive, and it could have been any one of us bringing the cat out, and the rescue guys on the ground administered oxygen and warmed it up, and I believe it was treated for burns as well. But nothing happens without a team effort, and that's the way it's going to be up here and everywhere in life. So I just want to recognize the rest of my group. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative. It does not surprise me that there were 6 courageous firefighters at that fire. So thank you to the entire firefighting team. Chairman McNamara.
Thank you. Request for an announcement, Mr. Speaker.
Proceed.
Thank you. The House Committee on Health, Education, and Welfare will meet tomorrow for the first time, Wednesday, January 21st, at the Rise of the House. That means when the floor session is over, we'll go to room 101. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Representative Corvesi.
Announcement, Mr. Speaker. If we could go back to new business for a minute.
Representative Corvese with new business. Proceed.
I have a resolution here that I'd like to be considered under immediate consideration. It has the approval of the majority and minority leaders. It's simply extending the reporting and expiration dates of the Legislative Commission on the barbershops.
Send it up, please. I believe we have Representative Hull with new business, Representative Solomon with new business, Representative Blazewski, Representative Casey with new business. Chairman Gallison.
Announcement, Mr. Speaker.
Proceed.
The House Committee on Finance will be meeting tomorrow at the Rise in Room 35. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman Kennedy.
An announcement and also an adjournment, Mr. Speaker.
Proceed on both.
Okay. The announcement is the House Committee on Corporations will be meeting at the Rise in Room 203. The adjournment, Mr. Speaker, I'd like to have us adjourn today in memory of Speaker of the House Rebecca Lockhart from Utah. Becky passed away on Saturday at the young age of 46 years of age. She had a condition known as CJD, which is a terrible disease that is always fatal. I had an opportunity to speak with her husband, Stan, on Sunday night. The family is getting along as well as they can under the conditions. Becky will be lying in state at the Capitol building in Utah on Thursday, and final services will be on Friday. So that is for former, now Speaker of the House of Utah, Rebecca Lockhart.
We will, Chairman. Thank you. Chairman Keeble.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. An announcement: the House Committee on Judiciary will meet at the Rise in Room 101.
Representative Diaz.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We are still in new business session.
Representative Diaz with new business.
Mr. Speaker, I have a resolution for immediate consideration with the approval of majority and minority leader. And the resolution is to expressing condolences on the passing of Sister N.C. Keefe. And I join my dear representative along with Rep. Ruggiero, who expressed the great feeling of loss that we have, especially in the section of Elmo where she was residing in the place that I am representing. Speaker, I would like to have the opportunity that the resolution be read and stay in the desk for future signatures. Thank you.
Send it up, please. Leader DeSimone moves House Resolution extending congratulations. That is seconded by Leader Newberry. All in favor, aye. All against? The ayes have it. Leader DeSimone moves House Resolution expressing condolences. That is seconded by Leader Newberry. All in favor, aye. All opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Representative. Representative Corvese moves House Resolution extending the reporting and expiration dates of the Special Legislative Commission to study the feasibility and regulations necessary to implement approval inspections for barbershop, hairdresser, and cosmetician locations and apprenticeship programs. That is seconded by Leader DeSimone, Representative Bennett, Chairman Azenauer, Representative Hull, Representative Barros, Representative Abney, Representative Natalillo. All will do a machine vote. Clerk, unlock the machine. All in favor, vote green. All opposed, red. Clerk, lock the machine. 65 in favor, 0 opposed. The resolution prevails. Representative Diaz moves House Resolution expressing condolences on the passing of Sister Ann C. Keefe. That is seconded by Representative Slater, Representative Williams, Representative Lombardi, Representative Almeida, Representative Cannavale, Chairman Keeble, Representative Palangio, Representative Regenberg, Representative Hull, Deputy Speaker Lima, Representative Ruggiero, Representative McCannon, as well as Representative Blazewski, Representative Chippendale, Representative Filippi, Representative Abney, Whip Edwards, Representative Solomon, Representative Tabone, Representative Barros, Representative Johnston, Representative Messier, Representative Casey, Chairman McNamara, Representative Bennett, Representative Agello, Representative Filella, Representative Constantino, Deputy Speaker Lima, Chairman Kennedy, Chairman Shikachi, Representative Canario, Representative Maldonado, Representative Fogarty, Representative Ackerman, Representative O'Grady, and Representative Amori, and Representative Riley. All in favor, aye. All opposed, nay. The ayes have it. You want it read, correct? Clerk, please read and leave on the desk for signatures.
House Resolution expressing condolences on the passing of Sister Ann C. Keefe. Whereas it is with great sadness this House has learned of the passing of Sister Ann C. Keefe of the Sisters of St. Joseph, a dedicated and beloved community activist who advocated for peace and social justice. And whereas Ann was born into the large and loving family of Patricia Gorman Keefe and James Thomas Keefe. Her early years instilled her with a great empathy and compassion for helping those who are most vulnerable in our society, and molded her into a woman who could bend without breaking, provoke without preaching, and offer love with no limits. And whereas upon graduation from high school, Sister Ann entered the Sisters of St. Joseph and pronounced her vows. She attended Our Lady of the Elms College, received her Master of Social Work from Fordham, and began working as a teacher and social worker, and for the past 3 decades as parish minister at St. Michael's Church, Providence. And whereas with indomitable energy and a no-excuses philosophy, Sister Ann has taken on a panoply of the most challenging issues facing our state, as well as some of Providence's toughest neighborhoods. Using her charisma, smarts, and talent for arm twisting, Sister Ann has stood tall for peace, civil rights, immigrants, workers' rights, and equality. And whereas Sister Ann was involved in many community programs and projects, she was co-founder of numerous organizations, including the Institute for the Study of Practice of Nonviolence, Providence City Arts, Taming Asthma, the Good Friday Walk for Hunger and Homelessness, AIDS Care Ocean State, and Ocean Doors. In addition, she helped establish, run, guide, and champion a host of other organizations, including the Community Boating Center, the Sophia Academy, the Family Life Advocacy Center, Witness for Peace, the Southside Community Land Trust, and the Providence Community Library. She also served on many local committees and was chair of the Providence Human Relations Commission. And whereas an inspiration to all, Sister Ann had been honored with a plethora of awards and titles, including being inducted into the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr.'s Hall of Fame in 2011, and receiving the Eagle Award from the Institute for Labor Studies and Research, to name just a few. And whereas Sister Ann was a consummate humanitarian who opened eyes and hearts and left our state and this world a far better place because of her life's endeavors. She enriched the lives of all who knew her, and she will dearly missed. Now, therefore, be it resolved, this House of Representatives of the State of Rhode Island and Providence Plantations hereby expresses our deepest sympathies on the passing of Sister Ann C. Keefe. And be it further resolved that Secretary of State be and hereby is authorized and directed to transmit duly certified copies of this resolution to Eileen Keefe Swopes, James Thomas Keefe, Mary Keefe Blanchette, Michael Keefe, John Keefe, Brian Keefe, Catherine Keefe, and Angela Leslie Keefe.
Thank you, Clerk. Any further announcements and introductions? Representative Casey.
Can we go back to new business, please?
Representative Casey with new business. Representative Cannavale with new business. Any further new business? Is there objection to transmitting all matters on the clerk's desk to Her Excellency the Governor, the Honorable Senate, or the Secretary of State forthwith? Hearing none, so ordered. Leader DeSimone moves that the House adjourn in memory of Sister Ann Keefe, Carol Healy, Rebecca Lockhart. Motion is seconded by Leader Newberry. All in favor, please stand for a moment of silence. The House stands adjourned.